Thank God for tablets.
Okay.
Now you're gonna go out with a bang.
Yeah.
Why put it up there? You can.
What?
We have the internet.
Yeah, if you want to, you have to email it to my.
I already emailed it to you. That's what I was saying.
Yeah, that's my personal email. I don't have access to my personal email address for my work stuff.
Must be nice. Okay. I think I can work with this. I can blow it up. So.
Yeah, if you want. I mean, you can log into your email.
That's what I'm saying. You could email it to my job email address, and I'll pull it right up.
That's too much.
Okay, gotcha.
I just do it right here. I just. Are you ready? All right, go ahead. Okay. I need everybody to participate on this. All right.
Okay.
Everybody, close your eyes. All right, close your eyes. I want you to imagine this. I want you to imagine that you go to work. You're always on time. You're never late. You do more than what you're asked when you're at work. You go above and beyond. And your boss comes in and says he's going to give you a paid vacation. And he's going to give you a raise. Open your eyes. How that made you feel?
Made me feel excited. Made me feel a little uncomfortable about retiring in a couple of months.
All right. All right, close your eyes. Close your eyes. All right. So you're always late. You're always complaining. You half do your job. Nobody likes you. You don't want to be at work. And your boss comes in and give you the pink slip and say you're fired. Open your eyes. How that made you feel?
Miserable.
Miserable, all right? So everybody say two things. Everybody say two things. Everybody say two things.
Two things.
Two things. All right. So these two things that will always keep happening in life. First thing is we will always have problems. We'll always have problems. And the reason why we'll always have problems is because the opportunities will become so we can be problem solvers. The second thing is we'll always make mistakes. We're going to always make mistakes. I'm going to give you a plain example. Nobody's perfect. So I need all the perfect people to raise their hand.
I say that again?
I need all the perfect people to raise their hand. My point is accurate. So no one's perfect. We have to learn how to make better mistakes. Because we're going to make mistakes, just learn how to make better ones. And I'll give you an example of that. Football players, if y'all notice, when they go 3 and out and the punt team comes out, the quarterback or the offensive team, they go straight to the bench. And what they do is they look at what mistakes that they made to not make the same mistake, because the goal is to win the game. And you can't do that making the same mistake. So they make the calls, they go on their pad, their tablet, they can say, I did this, I did X, Y, Z. And they do that so they don't make the same mistake. But they're making a better mistake because no one's perfect. All right? You gotta work this. So the title of my message is Measure Up. It's four components that I have in measuring up. The first one is keep up. Keep up, which means you're either doing or meeting the expectations, and you will learn that the enemy of great is good. And reason being because in the keep up phase, you get to a point in life to where you get complacent. And you get complacent doing the things that you feel, okay, at one point I came to work on time, I'm doing this, now you've been doing it for 5 years. Okay, maybe I'm not going to come to work 10 minutes early. I'm going to come a minute right before I close the clock in. So that's what the keep up phase is, being able to apply pressure to you because you got to keep up and not be complacent. The next one is step up. Now, step up is very tricky, but it's one of those things where you're putting in work and you still fall short. And what you have to do is you have to apply pressure to step up to go back to where you need to be. Because you're doing the small thing, or you're doing a lot of different things, but it's the right things, but you're still falling short. So I'll give you an example would be like doing a math problem. Like if you tweak one or two things to do a math problem, you can get it right. But if you get one thing wrong, it messes up the whole problem. So that's why you have to step up. The next one is ketchup. Not the ketchup that you get on fries and from tomatoes. It's the ketchup. So ketchup is when you get to a point in life, I know I'll use myself. Got to a point in life where you can see yourself falling behind. I mean, you just see yourself, like you just step back and you just see yourself like, man, I done gained 10 pounds. I done gained 15 pounds. And you just letting yourself go. But you see yourself knowing that you need to catch up. So it doesn't matter if you are winning or losing. It matters how you're winning and losing. Because if you're losing big, which means you have to go big. That's why it matters whether you're winning or losing. Next one is wake up. I did this in college. A lot of us need to wake up because you get to a point to where you don't know where you are. Like you just have no clue where you need to be and where you are. So you have to wake up. And once you wake up, you change up. Because it's critical, because that's where the actions are, that's where the action is when you change up what you need to do after you wake up. Which leads me to my story that I had. Was one of my daughters, they brought me this glow-in-the-dark lamp. Well, it was a trophy. I'm sorry, it was a trophy. So she brought me a glow-in-the-dark trophy. And she was so excited. She was like, oh, Dad, look what I got you. Look what I got you. I was like, oh, yeah, that's nice. And we went to plug it up. Didn't work. So I was like, it didn't work. I was like, she brought me something. I was happy. Got the directions. Directions said, must be exposed to light in order for it to work properly the way she seen it when she brought it. And I realized that, and I was like, in our lives, we have to be exposed to light because we're going to have times when we make mistakes. We're going to have times when we have problems. But if we're exposed to the light, we'll be able to shine in the darkness. So I leave with you understanding that measure up. Measure up and don't wait too late to measure up. We have to evaluate and able to elevate. So it's 2019. Before I close out, I want you to high five the next person next to you and say, let's go.
Let's go.
Thank you.
Do you notice a theme going on here? Everything is kind of a kickoff.
Thank